Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sarana Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So in that last session, we discussed about ethics is very important for every managers in that organization. So now we are going to discuss very important topic, decision making. So if you're going to take a decision, as per the ethics, you're going to take a decision. So don't take decisions depends upon that partiality or your close friend or like that. In every organization, as a human being, you can follow the ethics. So now we are going to discuss very important topic, ethical decision making in business. So ethical decision making, it's related to the human-centered approach. So design thinking prioritize people needs, encouraging firms, stakeholders, and consider their perspective in ethical decisions. So every human being, they have to take a decision depends upon that ethics. So it's an iterative process. Iterative is nothing but the continuous process. So every day you are going to take any decision from that organization. So it involves prototyping and testing solutions, allowing firms to refine their decisions based on feedback, thereby enhancing ethical outcomes. Then collaboration and diversity encourages diverse team collaboration, blending various viewpoints that enrich a ethical decision-making process. So, identifying ethical dilemmas. Identifying ethical dilemmas is nothing but ethical dilemma depends upon the situation, right? So, depends upon the situation, we are going to take a decision. That's a very, very important. So, contextual understanding. Firms analyze context using design thinking to uncover ethical issues. So, last session itself, we discussed in the design thinking stages like empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. So, first you have to understand the problem, that is empathize, that is a next one stakeholder management. So, identifying affected parties highlights the conflict and ethical concern. Then, for example, a clothing company faces ethical dilemmas about labor practices in abroad. Then what are the ethical solutions we are giving to that particular problem? First one, brainstorming alternatives. So any problem, whatever the problem, first you will give that to that particular group. What is the solution? So you're going to collectively, you can collect the decisions and you're going to select the best decision. So that is a brainstorming alternative. So design thinking encourages brainstorming multiple solutions to ethical dilemmas, fostering creativity while adhering to ethical standards. This feasibility testing. Feasibility is nothing but something it will be whether it will be doing or not. So that is a feasibility. You have to check the testing. So companies must assess their feasibility against ethical criteria, corporate values to ensure responsibility choices. For example, if you take it as a tech firm, contemplating data privacy solutions can brainstorm various policies while evaluating the ethical implications and impact on users. So, data privacy is an essential ethical perspective in every organization. So, whatever the data, it's a confidential only you have to maintain by the employees in that organization. So prototyping ethical decisions, so creating scenarios firms can prototype ethical decisions by stimulating potential outcome and impact, allowing stakeholders to visualize consequences before implementation. So if you're going to take a decision, what are the consequences you are facing? So before once or twice you have to think, then only you're going to take a decision. So depends upon the feedback integration. Gathering stakeholder feedback on prototype enable firms to refine decisions based on real world applications, the implications and ethical consideration. Though, for example, if you take it as a social media platform, might pilot a new privacy feature, observing user reactions to assess its ethical viability and societal acceptance. So these are all very important. Now, next we are going to take the implementing ethical decisions. So before any employee can join in the organization itself, the first day itself, you have to provide the ethical training. So establishing policies. Clear policies must be derived from ethical decisions, ensuring that all employees understand guidelines and expectations aligned with social purpose. So every human being, every employee, you can know about that. Understand the guidelines and policies of the organization, and also you have to provide the training and development. Continuous training in ethical decision making help embody a culture of ethics within the organization, enhancing accountability. Yeah, financial institution might implement training programs focused on ethical lending practice to ensure staff understand and prioritize ethical obligations. So, if you're going to take a decision, so you can follow the policies. You'll get depends upon the training and development. So, these are all very important to take a decision. So next, very important, you have to monitoring and evaluating outcomes because outcome is very, very important. So performance metrics, establishing metrics for success allows firms to measure the impact of ethical decisions on stakeholder and overall business performance. Then continuous improvement. Firms should feedback loop into their design thinking process using outcome to inform future ethical decision making efforts. So, for example, if you take let's say a non-profit might track the impact of its ethical funding practices on community growth, adjusting strategies based on results to enhance social responsibility. It means what are the ethical things you are doing. So you automatically you are doing you are served to the society. What about the CSR, corporate social responsibility? Don't focus on only the profit. So non-profit, right? So you have to serve the society. If you're going to take a decision, so what is the outcome after the decision? What is the outcome? That's a very, very important for that ethical decision making. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all.